The Story of Australia history projects are interactive, computer-based teaching and learning resources that provide students with the necessary historical knowledge, understanding and skills required to meet the achievement standards of the National History curriculum at Years 4, 5, 6, 9 and 10. The history projects are centred on a series of 16 audio-visual narratives that are each 10 to 12 minutes in length. The narratives allow students to experience the story in Australia's fascinating history, which awakens their curiosity and imagination and helps develop their historical knowledge and understanding. The narratives provide a broad overview of Australian history in chronological order, from the arrival and settlement of the ancient Aboriginal people to the end of the Second World War. Each narrative is illustrated with from 75 to 100 artwork images that depict what is being stated in the narrative, as demonstrated in this excerpt from Volume 4, The Reign of Rum.
The infancy of Australia. We've seen in the earlier episodes of the Story of Australia how the young colony of New South Wales was established by the British government as a penal colony, a place of punishment for the hordes of murderers, cutthroats, petty thieves and political prisoners overflowing from England's jails. Apart from other problems, such as a chronic shortage of food supplies, the first governor of New South Wales, Arthur Phillip, had to contend with the convicts' guards as well as the convicts themselves. The soldiers who sailed in the First Fleet with their convict charges were
The Story of Australia history projects contain easy-to-use project resources that encourage students to become involved as participants in the study of Australian history by encouraging them to ask questions, foster debate, use evidence to support a position, and to communicate that position effectively. The history projects challenge learners to create their own versions of the Story of Australia narratives by replacing all or any of the drawings in the original programs with images that they have either drawn or painted themselves, or those that they have searched for and chosen as replacements that, in their opinion, best illustrate that section of the story. The search for and selection of the images introduces students to the use of historical methods and procedures, focusing on the interpretation of evidence and the use of narratives to construct accounts of the past. The process of selecting and inserting images into the programs helps in developing their research skills and exercises their critical thinking, and helps them learn how to reason historically with content and to understand that historical accounts and illustrations of the past may differ or conflict because people select and use evidence in different ways for different purposes. Each image of the history projects has an accompanying notes page. The notes page encourages students to analyse and make judgments regarding the plausibility of the script for that frame of the story, and analyse and make judgments regarding how well the original drawings and imported images depict what is being stated in the script, and determine the types of evidence the imported images represent, and to give the reasons for their assessments in writing. Through this process of engagement, students are able to grapple with key questions, master historical research skills, and build a solid foundation of historical knowledge. Each narrative contains an assessment page where teachers can communicate with the students while they are working on a project or lesson, and offer guidance and constructive criticisms if required, and where they can provide an assessment of the student's work on completion. The history projects have easy-to-follow tutorials that guide you through the simple process of setting up and working on a new project. For more information about the Story of Australia history projects, watch the Reign of Rum demonstration movie.